Hey guys, Hakeem here, playing some more Izzet Control. First opening hand has 2 mountains and 5 blue spells. That's a mulligan. Here we have 5 land, which is normally, not something you want to be keeping, but we do have Nullify and Dissolve, as turn 2 and turn 3 counterspells. So I'm actually going to speculate on this one. And we're on the draw though, so that means that our Nullify is going to be able to counter his 3-drop. If we're on the play, we could counter a 2-drop. So if he sneaks in a decent 2-drop underneath Nullify, then we could be in some trouble. Playing against M79H, he's playing 57 plus 6 plus 1, 64 cards. We get to play the Guildgate. Think Twice was a good pickup because now we can set up a Nullify, and if we don't need it, then we can draw a card. So we'll see what he's playing. He's playing another, so he's playing Bant now. He's played an Azorius Guildgate. He's playing blue, white, green. And I'm going to drop the island here, and if he's got the old Rocks War Monk, we've got the answer for it. If he doesn't, we can draw a card. He does play a forest, so he can cast it, but he doesn't. So we're going to draw a card here. It is a negate, which is decent, I suppose. So since negate and nullify counter creatures and non-creatures, I'm going to go ahead and lay the gate. I don't really need dissolve, and I'm not worried about casting Think Twice right now because I've got a multitude of land in my hand, so I don't really need to, I'm not under pressure to hit my drops. So let's see what he taps out for. He taps out for an Assault Griffin. This is a 4-mana card that dies to shock, but it has 3 power, and I have an Archaeomancer to get this Nullify back, so I feel bad doing this, but I kind of have to, because if I don't pick up a shock, now watch me top deck one now, I haven't said that, but if I don't pick one up, then that thing's going to clock me out pretty fast. So I'm just going to lay the mountain here now. We've got 3 blue and 3 red sources in play, so now we'll just pass it over with our Dissolve up and our Think Twice in the graveyard. He's playing an Elite Vanguard. I'm not going to counter that. I'm not going to spend 3 mana to counter his 1-drop. I can just flash back a Think Twice here. Pick up a Charmbreaker Devils, which is pretty good, and a Traumatic Visions. So we'll get an island into play. Keep up the counterspells still. I don't generally like to cast Archaeomancer until about 7 mana when I can get Dissolve back, but I will be a bit loose with Dissolve since I have the Archaeomancer in my hand already. So we'll see what he does. I'll probably use Traumatic Visions on this turn if I need to counter something. Then next turn I can use Dissolve, and then the turn after that it'll be Archaeomancer yanking back the Dissolve. So I'm feeling pretty safe here from whatever it is that he's got going on. He just hits for 2 though, which we're going to take. Picked up a Voyage's End, which is decent to have. It's one of those cards that when you need it, you kind of need it right away. So let's see if he's got any end of turn shenanigans. He doesn't, so he's just going to untap with his Vanguard. And I can take a few smacks from this guy before I have to get seriously worried about it. See if he casts anything. He doesn't, so I'm just going to let her go again. And, I am going to play the Archaeomancer now and get back to Nullify. And I'll still have Dissolve mana open. So let's play. He could be playing counterspells himself, perhaps that's why we're not seeing him cast anything. But, if he's playing Assault Griffin and Elite Vanguard, I highly doubt it. So now we've got a blocker that can trade with his Vanguard, which I will more than gladly do. And we've got a hard counter still open, so not in the worst shape. He's played a Citadel, so now he's on 6 land. He's going to swing, and I'm going to block. And he's going to play Chorus of Might, which gives it +1/+1 for each creature he controls, and it gains trample, so he doesn't have white mana open. I guess I just Voyage's End his 1/2. Pick up an A. I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm going to keep it on top because I may want it, and there's only a 2 of, so if I do end up wanting it, then digging for it's going to be pretty hard to do. So he can't recast his card there because he got no white mana open. And he didn't get any damage, and I got to keep my Archaeomancer. So for now we will just swing for 1. And if I had one more mana, I'd cast Charmbreaker with the negate shields up. But I'm not going to do that. I will, however, think twice main phase because I've still got 5 mana. See if I can hit my land drop for the turn. I don't, but I picked up an inspiration. And if we have to counter something with either one of these two spells, we can still flash back and think twice. I'm not going to counter that, obviously. We've got the blocker for it. I'd like to know what else this guy's doing if he got 6 cards in his hand and he's not casting any of them. I'm not going to play inspiration here because that'll overdraw my hand a little bit too much. Even here now, I'm going to have to play a land and a spell just to not discard, but I don't pick up a land at all. Which is kind of shitty because I am going to have to discard, so I'm going to attempt to kill that. Is he going to vapor? Yeah, I'm fine with that. I am certainly fine with that. I'm not going to spend a spell on that. So I guess I will just cycle the visions for an island. And this will keep me from having to discard it, because that would be the card I would toss. At least I'll get my 8th land into play. And we'll swing for that 1. So now we've got Charmbreakers that we can cast next turn with negate backup. And that tends to take over a game, so we'll see what our opponent does. He's on 7 now. He could have something big here, but we've got the shields up. No, he's playing an Elite Vanguard on 7 mana. Okay. Now he's playing Brimaz. No, we're going to counter that. That's outside of Anger of the Gods range. If that was something that would get exiled by Anger, I would let it resolve. But he's not going to have that. So since I'm going to play the Charmbreaker, he's got double blue, but I can negate his counterspell. But then I'm still going to attack here. I'm still going to attack here. I got a feeling that my blocker will land. So let's just put the Charmbreaker out there, see if he tries to counter it. No, so he's not playing counterspells, and he's not. I don't know what he's playing. I really don't have any idea. What's he snagging? He's going to snag that? Yeah, I'm not going to counter that. Not going to counter that. But now I've only got negate up, so if he lands a big creature, could be pretty bad. It's just a race alarm. I don't want to negate that. I've got Anger of the Gods. So he's going to get in for 2 here. I guess he's just playing a weenie deck and drew his cards all in the wrong order. You know, that's the best conclusion I can come to. So I get to untap here, which is good. Got 3 inspirations in hand. I think I'm going to Anger this turn, though. So let's just swing since the Archaeomancer is going away. And yeah, let's spend all the red mana and keep as much blue open as we can for our counters. That goes away at the end of the turn, doesn't it? Let's find out. I'm pretty sure that's still going to die at the end of the turn. But we'll see. We will see what happens. No, it survives. Now he's tapping out for Solar Ravnica, and I'm going to say... no, he's tapping out, so I'm going to spend 5 mana on the counter rather than 3. No, he may not. Yeah, I thought that might... that Anger might kill him at the end of the turn, but it doesn't. Interesting. Now, again, let's... he's down to 2 cards in hand, so I'm going to do this whole... shenanigan again is drop the Charmbreaker with the negate backup. Pile of draw spells. So hopefully he doesn't land a very huge creature right now. He's on 8 mana. Would Crater Hoof kill me here? 5/5 +2/2 is 7/7. He's playing Rafik, which I can't negate. So that's going to give his dude double strike. But with that trigger on the stack, I'm going to shock it, and hopefully that gets that resolves. And it does. Okay, there we go. But still, Rafik is a scary card. Very scary indeed. Probably gonna need inspiration here. What do we pick back up though is the question. Got back at Traumatic Visions, picked up Negate, so yeah, I'm going to first of all check how this is being tapped. Yeah, that's the right way. Draw a couple of cards here. Picked up a Talleyrand and a Voyage's End. So I think I will just bounce the Rafik. Get in for 12. Oh, we can bottom Talleyrand because we just picked one up. And let's just hit him for 12. Feels good to me. Yeah, 12 is a lot. Okay, now he's down to 3. And we've got an active Charm Breaker with a negate to protect it, so it's playing out the Rafik again, which is fine. Hopefully our Charm Breaker picks up that Voyage's End at random. See what it is though. It is a Nullify that we got. We get to play another land. Swing with the 4/4. See if he's he's gonna have the block here or die. So that's we'll just kill it that way. We can counter whatever it is that he does. And we'll just drop Talleyrand. He's got 2 cards in hand, he's on 3 life. I mean, he can have planar cleansing and all that nonsense, but I got plenty of counters for that. He's at 9 mana. But I don't think his odds are too good here. He's gonna exile Solar Ravnica to draw 0 cards. That's excellent. That is excellent. Okay, well, we'll just draw 2. Perhaps that was just a concession. Very likely what it was, because he hasn't quit the game. So I'm not gonna do anything here. I'm just gonna swing. Could have a fog. Still gonna press X though, because it's easier. And yeah, no fog. And he didn't concede. And he exiled his Solar Ravnica. To me that means he's conceding, I guess. Alright, time of night is at 10:30, and that one took 12 minutes. I think that's going to be episode 6, and we'll see you for episode 7 tomorrow. Thanks for watching.